Hello and welcome to Andertons TV. My name is Jack Duxbury. Ozpal is behind the camera. And this is my good old friend and a good person, Luke from Korg.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
So am I.
I only found out yesterday you were coming in and I'm giddy with excitement, so I don't know why you came in other than just to hang out. So what have you brought with you in this first video?
Well, the first video we've got, I wanted to just show you this expansion we've just done for Nautilus called Wave Station for Nautilus, which basically we've rebuilt the entire original Wave Station and ported it into Nautilus.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
We did the same thing a year or two ago with M1, and that went down really well. So we thought, why not do it again with Wave Station? So the Nautilus and the Kronos before it actually had a full engine in there, which was quite well hidden, which is basically a full Wave Station inside in terms of had all the wave sequences and stuff in there, and some of the originals, but not all of them, but certainly the technology to enable us to do this. Mm-hmm. So that's why we've done it basically. Yeah, we've rebuilt it. So we've given you all of the original patches, all the original performances as they were called then. And also we've arranged it into these set lists. So these are the original banks. So there's 3 of them, all with 50 sounds in. So yeah. As
the original?
Yeah.
And how do you, if I'm a Nautilus owner, how would I get this in there? Is it through a software update?
Yeah, so it's just literally, you just go to our website, korg.co.uk, and you can just download it for free. And then you put it on the USB key.
Oh, come on, so we like the F word. We like the F word.
You don't even have to buy it. And that's the same for the M1 as well, so there's loads of extra content.
What, an M1?
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute if you want.
Yeah, oh please.
But let's check out Wave Station. So have you come across wave sequencing before? Because it's something that was in the original Wave Station. We did it a little bit in the Wave State as well. But basically what it is there's a load of little samples chained together to create that kind of glitchy, steppy sound. Like this is quite a famous preset from the original called Ski Jam. So you can hear it stepping through all those samples. And you can also change it depending on the velocity.
Yes!
It's really of its time, isn't it? Like early 90s kind of sound. But the other way that you can use these wave sequences is in a more kind of organic and smooth way, where it kind of transforms through the different samples, and you can crossfade them as well. So with this sound, for example, you get a completely different kind of sound. So you can hear it just slowly going through. So if I just take you to the screen where we can see the wave sequence, just so you can get an idea of what's going on. So you can go into wave sequence, and then you can see we've got all of these wave sequences. These are the new ones. So if I just show you quickly the one we were just listening to, which is this one here. So we've got all those samples. We can go in, step parameter, we can see them, and then we can actually just solo them as well. So you can literally just go in and change every one of those. So obviously this is one of the presets, but you've got complete control, just like on the original, to go in and change that, change the note value it's stepping through at. So yeah, it's a full Wave Station engine in there, just to show people that it's not just, presets and you can't do anything with it. It's the full synthesis as well, which is amazing.
So ahead of its time.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, to me, it sounds like the step up from granular. Like if granular's tiny, it's like just slightly bigger.
Yeah, it
dollops.
Is. Definitely, yeah. Another big part of it was the fact you had vector synthesis. Now on the original you had this vector joystick, which was great because you could kind of morph between the different layers, although sometimes it was moving by itself, but you also then could bring an element of control as well. So for instance, with this sound here, we could use our vector pad here on the nanopan to go through.
Oh, you ever play? Let me feel that.
And if I just bring up the screen here, you'll see what's going on. So
should just sell that. What we need to do a bundle with this.
So you'll now see it on the screen as well. So
it's very responsive.
Again,
I can see it.
Completely programmable. And what's nice is you kind of feel your way through the sound until you find your sweet spot, and then you can just leave it.
It was way ahead of its time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was brilliant.
Like preset morphing, all of that stuff. It was doing it already.
Yeah, it was.
And as that sound, when I hear it, is so reminiscent of the soundtracks.
Absolutely.
I imagine if you're a soundtrack guy, you were like, oh, God, amazing.
Thank God, yeah. Because
I can sequence a few chords and then do that.
I mean, there's some great presets just used on records. Like, I'll give you an example here. This is cool.
Oz, are you familiar with this sound?
No.
New, and it's quite a familiar sound to me. It reminds me of like Beverly Hills Cop. Or
yeah, it is of that era definitely. But
it's like almost 80s, but not 80s as well. It's weird.
It's like because it came out in 1990, so it was kind of bridging that gap between late 80s and then going into a newer breed of synthesizer.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and so check out this sound. This was used on a famous record. And that sounds really nice because it's actually playing fifths. So that's why if you just play even just a regular major chord, you automatically get some nice voicings. And then you've also got on the velocity, airy kind of hit at the bottom as well. Which is,
I think it sounds cool.
Yeah.
I love this guy at the moment called McGee. It sounds
yeah.
very McGee-like to me.
McGee-like. And show you this sound. So this, the Apple Mac startup sound, believe it or not, was also made on a wave station. So this is the preset it was based on. So I'm just going to show you how it was kind of made. So
the fear, everyone's like excited. Fear response.
This is the original preset. And you can do, there's definitely elements of it in there, but it's got this tambourine sound in there, which obviously isn't in it. So we're just going to take that down, take that out.
Yes!
And it's almost there already.
Yeah.
I think they probably layered maybe another pad or something with it, but that's not far away, is it?
The adrenaline response. Oh God!
Yeah.
You know when you'd open your Mac but trying to be quiet.
That's right, yeah. And it always plays at full blast, which is amazing.
Sounds like the PlayStation 2, like turning on noise as well.
It does, yeah, because it's got more of a tail to it actually, which I think they cut off. Down the bottom.
What is it that it's such a distinct sound?
It's very digital sounding, isn't it? I think that's part of it. It's sample based, but it's kind of like wavetable in a way because it can morph through different waveforms, but it's doing it in a different way because you can just do it in a kind of choppy, steppy way at any tempo you want. You can make it very rhythmic and musical in that way. Or you can just have it like that, like big evolving kind of pads and stuff like that. So,
and are we still rocking with any Karma technology in this?
No, this doesn't have Karma in it. So this was one of the things that was dropped from the Kronos, which is the previous model to it.
But it almost feels like it brings a bit of that back.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of the sounds are similar because Karma was derived from Triton. Some of these sounds are derived from Triton, and this was a precursor to the Triton the wave station was. So. Yeah, so it's all in the mix, I suppose.
Yeah. And at the moment, what other products can someone, if they like that sound, they don't have a Nautilus, but they like that sound, what other ones can you get them?
Well, they've got the Wave State, which is, and the Wave State SE, which is the big one, and the module, of course.
That's done really well, that.
Yeah, very popular. So that's kind of, we call that Wave Sequences 2.0, because we kind of took that concept and then made it up to date, basically. But sonically, it's very different from this. The technology is similar, but this has, to me, a very different and distinct sound to it, which I actually really like.
More akin to the original nostalgic sound.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so
any other products? So can I do this in the Kronos as well?
Not at the moment, no.
So just the Nautilus?
Just the Nautilus.
Wow!
But you can there is a plug-in for WaveStation actually, which is part of our Korg collection, which is incredible as well.
It is amazing.
Yeah, you can get those sounds exactly the same in that.
And with that in mind, one plugin that I've used a lot is the M1 plugin. and you've put that in there. Can we have a sneak peek?
A year or two ago we did the M1, same thing for the M1. In fact, that was what gave us the inspiration for this one, because it went so well for us and people just loved having the M1 in their Nautilus. It was like, oh, why don't we do it for Waystation? So yeah, let's have a look at the M1. So we did similar sort of thing there really. We did some set lists. So we put all the programs and all the combinations from the original M1 in there.
Oh my goodness.
And the M1, as we all know, is sort of a legendary synthesizer. So this was always the wake-up sound when you turned on your M1. Magic. Well, obviously, because you've got drum track and stuff and arpeggiators and stuff extra to what you would have had on the M1, you can add them in on the Nautilus, which is amazing.
How would you do you mind elaborating a bit on it? Because that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you just go into your sound. So Universe is a program, so we're going to go into program mode. This is the sound, made up of 2 parts, so you can hear that's the choir sort of sound, and then that kind of twinkly, it's called Law. That's a very famous sample that Korg made. But then if you go into Arc Drum, tab there, you'll see that we've got just a drum track program ready to go, and it's playing the 909 kit.
Yeah,
Yeah, as you can tell.
So punchy.
Yeah, and then you can just turn it on, but you can then change.
Roland.
And then you can change, if you want to, you can change pattern and do what you want, and that will get saved as part of that sound, which is great. So for today, I just added in that. But yeah, anyone can do that.
Are there any? I would want to ask Luke from Korg. What are other M1 sounds that you love?
Well, I'll do some famous ones for you if you want. So you got piano, of course.
I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot that you're always packing. He's always packing heat in the patches. Right, Oz? That kick is slamming.
And then sometimes they use the organ for not just bass lines, but chord stuff as well. That kick is very loud, isn't it?
It's so... That's why I love having the speakers in it.
It really gives you that feedback, doesn't it?
Because when a keyboard is kicking out the sound well, we feel it a bit more, that is slamming. So you've got M1 in there, Wave State. Any other ones you'd recommend if you're a Nautilus owner? What should you go out and download? Because it's free, right?
Well, and it's amazing really what you can actually do, because if you just look at this on the screen here, what I've done here, and we gave this away a while ago, is all the different engines. So within the Nautilus already, you've got the piano engine, the EP1, which is electric pianos, CX3 organ, MS20, Poly 6, some of our classic synths. You've got AL1, which is analog modelling synth. You've got STR1, which is a physical modelling engine. So you've got everything in there. There's also a Triton pack as well.
I did know
you can download for free from Korg.com. So you've got it all in there. But I think my favourite thing, which is quite hidden really, is this Mod 7, which is basically an FM engine. So you can recreate all those amazing DX sounds. In fact, you can download them for free. They're all out there. And then you can just bring them in. And then you've got...
It matches the architecture of it, right?
You've got so if I just show you this, for instance, in my user sounds here, the other day, I just downloaded all these original DX7 sounds. These are just raw DX7 patches without any effects and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, but if you go to your electric piano, for instance, it's just there.
All that polyphony.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And you've got 16 parts, you can layer 16 of them. In fact, you've got 32 because that's only using one oscillator in this engine. You can have two. So I can unmute the second one, and I've got a nice pad there. And that, again, it's all in there. You don't really need to do anything other than to download these sounds. All I've done there is, because that originally would have sounded probably like this, without the pad, so that's, if you plugged in a DX7, that's what it sounded like, because you didn't have any effects. So all I've done is added some chorus and reverb. And that's, back in the day, how they got that magical sound, which is all over, as we all know, thousands and thousands of records.
We did a video recently where I had the Yamaha and the Roland, because they're big boys, those on the table, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, where's the Korg?" I just couldn't fit it on the table. But that is, but having said that, they were their flagship. This is
a mid-level, really. I mean,
people don't know about it. Yeah, where does it sit in the range for Korg?
Yeah, because Korg, obviously, we did have the Kronos, which we had to discontinue, unfortunately, and then this came along, which is effectively a Kronos engine, all the same inside, but a stripped-back interface, basically. So all the power and all the sound and the quality of the sound is there. And in fact, I think it's better because we've updated some of the voicing and just to reflect, you know, current day music, if you like, because the Kronos is quite old now. Level wise, I'd say go up against those, but price wise, it's nowhere near those. So it's incredible value for money, especially with these extra expansions we're doing at the moment. So
we're going to film some other videos, right? You got some more.
More stuff to come.
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So keep an eye out for those. Thanks so much for being here. Check out the links below in the description for more information on this. And we have this. This is the battle worn demo unit from.
It is, yeah.
Right, but it's there to play. This exact one. If you're anywhere near Guildford, come try it, and you can A/B it and see if we're talking shit or not, basically.
And of course, you can get this in different sizes. So you can get the 61 note non-weighted, 73 note non-weighted, and there's aftertouch versions of them as well, if you want to. So, and with the Wave Station, when I programmed it all up, I made sure that everything responded to aftertouch as well. So if you're that guy who really wants, or girl, who wants that aftertouch, it's available in the aftertouch version. So there you go.
Lovely. Thanks so much. Would you do us the honour of playing us out?
Yeah, what should we have? It's got to be a bit of Wave Station, hasn't it?
Just always back in. Thanks so much.